Hey guys, welcome back to the BSL. We are about to go into the finals. It's Artosis alongside Misters, and here we go.
And now, this is the moment the BSL fans watching around the world have been waiting for. Live from the Esports Arena Legacy in Phuket, Thailand. It's time! Best of 5 in the BSL Featherweight Division. Sanctioned by... nobody. Introducing first. Playing the virtuoso of rivers. The maestro of careers, possibly the greatest player outside Korea ever. There, I said it. Ever. He is Tomasz Kamiński, and you know him as Bonyth. And in the other corner of the map, in fact, maybe even the map backed out and he respawned in the literal center of it. We don't want to give out too much information to the players who also, like us, have ears. We have the monster macro player, an actual son of Ivan Drago, who for some fucking reason decided to put all his attribute points to StarCraft skill instead of muscles. We have the reigning, defending, undisputed BSL Vice Champion of the world, Andrei Belyaev, Dewalt!
Holy shit. Damn. Alright.
Alright.
Peter Buffer over here. That was...
I did it. I had to do it and I did it.
That was most excellent. Thank you very much, Misters.
I thank you as well.
Yeah.
For listening to my beautiful voice.
That is certainly a better intro than I would have given. Like, I don't know, he's red and he's blue. Isn't that sick?
Am I right?
You have a future. All right. Yeah, Dewalt versus Bonyth, and we're on Neo Luna to start?
So excited.
Yeah, look at that.
Let's not say the...
Yeah, we won't say the spawns.
I just
Dude,
wanted
Bonyth
to do
was
it.
laughing his ass off while you were introing. He thought that was fucking hilarious.
Nice.
He was like turning his head and smiling at me. But
you have to keep it a little...
of course, yeah, no, we'll,
I think you can...
once the game
a
gets
little
going,
too
he
much,
doesn't really hear. But at the very beginning, when nothing's happening,
Yeah, of course. Like, we have to...
yeah, we
keep it
won't
down
say.
just to remember about it, right? Just to not fuck this up.
All right, so
It's really exciting. Like, two of the absolute best players from outside Asia. Right?
Yeah, for sure.
Absolute. For quite a while.
yeah,
they-
Mihu makes us say so many extra words. Have
Right.
you noticed that?
Yeah.
Mihu, just the
Lot of
fact that
fun.
Mihu exists. If he didn't exist,
Right.
we could use these terms so much more easily.
Fucking Terrans. Goddamn Terrans.
God, I hate how Terrans are so much better than Protosses that they go 3-11 versus them in this tournament.
Oh,
Don't you
boy.
hate that? They didn't deserve 3 map wins. Are you
Oh, yeah.
kidding me?
Imagine counting games against Bonyth and Dewalt. It's like counting games against Flash,
Which you do, I know.
which I do, but,
Yeah.
you don't.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
that's how this works.
All right. Anyways, it's, you know, Bonyth, first of all, okay, the last time they played, obviously, in BSL 17, in that, what was it, the loser bracket finals? Right?
Yeah, right.
Oh. The...
They did play twice? No,
No,
once,
just the loser
right,
bracket
once.
final, yeah.
Oh, that was painful, right?
Yeah, Dewalt went 4-0.
I went to the gym when the game started. I came back to see the bad news.
Yeah.
Yeah, but let's see what can Bonyth do now, because I heard that there was some luck involved, which might be true, might be not. I didn't watch the games after all. But yeah, this is super exciting. The absolute top of the top of non-Asia, right?
Let's just pretend Misu doesn't exist. I mean, Misu doesn't exist.
Alright, non-Korean. Right?
Yeah. No. So, anyways, you know, we're on Neo Luna to start. This is a best of 5 for anyone wondering, for a gigantic prize pool. And, you know, I think Dewalt is probably favored here, but honestly, even though it was a 4-0, I only give Dewalt, like, 55 or 60% to win maximum.
Bonyth is so good that I would never count him out. He beat Sharp yesterday.
First try.
Right?
And he was behind. He was behind.
They played like 30-minute game.
Yeah.
Can you imagine a non-Korean beating like one of the best Koreans? It's like, it blows my mind how good Bonyth is. I can't imagine it,
but if I were to imagine it, it would be a PvP.
All right.
Or maybe a ZVZ, all right?
It is what it is.
Yeah. Anyways, we do have Bonyth here taking his expansion. It is a 1-gate Robo Obs plus Reaver tech, and this is actually what you did against Dewalt, and it got you ahead against him.
Yeah, but I didn't play Robo, so I had Nexus much earlier. Because
wait, I thought you went Robo Nexus into the Reaver.
No. I played Nexus, then I think 3 gates. I went
No, not the champion game, the other game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Broken Circuit game I'm talking about. Because you went 1 gate, you did exactly this build that Bonyth is doing.
So many
I have to remember the Protoss builders for them, man. It's so sad.
You know, normally when I live at home, not much exciting things happen. And here, like, every day there's something happening that you just forget everything. At least I do. So to be fair, I don't fully remember the games against Dewalt, which happened yesterday.
I remember because you got ahead and you did it exactly like how Bonyth has done it here. And Dewalt, he went the same build as you, but 2 gates. So obviously his Nexus is super late compared to that, right? Like 1 gate and a Dragoon is the Nexus. So if he's making 3 Dragoons off there, you know, that slows it quite a bit. So Bonyth gonna get this expansion up first. Neither of them really with very much vision right now.
But the Dewalt also has an expansion, so it's just a couple seconds. The difference, it's negligible, right? It's
I think it's unwinnable for Dewalt.
Right? Because it's the Polish power.
But no, he actually got it a lot quicker than you did against you. So maybe learning a little bit. Maybe because of his match against you, he's able to win here against Bonyth.
Finally.
Yeah. Finally, you did something with your StarCraft.
I knew that you're gonna find the way to sneak some fucking bullshit into this.
No, I can't help it, man. That's
you see, I'm starting to get into your mind.
Yeah.
I start to feel it. The next time,
trust me, you've been living in my head rent-free for 20 years.
Yeah, I've heard it. Why did you hate me for so long? I loved you. I'm just kidding. I didn't.
Yeah, we hate each other. It's fine.
just kidding.
But looking at this game, like, I mean, this is as even as you can get, right?
Right. Exactly. So, both players are having an army that is strong enough to fight in the mid game with 2 Rebo and lots of goons. The supply is consistently at similar levels. Dewalt is trying to spread his army so that he won't get cut off by some angle that could potentially destroy him. They will see what happens because Bonyth micro is so good, and he got caught a little bit in a bad situation. I think 2 hits got to his goons. Dewalt is trying to micro here with Reavers, like he put them forward, but kinda scary against Bonyth, who is potentially the best micro user ever outside Korea. Potentially.
Like, I don't know, Mew's micro is pretty good.
Yeah, because Terran just doesn't have to be very skilled player.
But no, his micro is absolutely fantastic. But no real way for either player to really move forward here, right?
Yeah, both of them are just trying the waters. Don't want to overextend, but also don't want to let the other player get too much ahead economically by getting another Nexus. So they have their armies in the middle, just in case when the situation appears good for one of them, they're gonna attack. None of them even think about doing drops, which is, to me, this is okay. We have another testing the waters. Oh, this is a mistake from Dewalt, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh,
For
and
sure.
he lost a shuttle. He lost a shuttle. This is better from Bonyth for Bonyth, I believe. Bonyth might have this game because
Yeah.
Dewalt lost his rivers for free. This is really good for Bonyth. Now Bonyth will just get a bit more army and attack with shuttle. Shuttle. Oh, but Dewalt has 2 rivers already, so it's not that massive advantage as you would think. But Bonyth will probably have at least three, maybe even 4 rivers the next fight. I suspect. But
Can he
we'll
control
see.
that many? Because even
really
Snow
hard.
has a hard time with 4 reavers.
Yeah, you usually just put them down and try to just do something to improve the situation.
Yeah.
And obviously it's not easy, obviously it's as hard as it can get, but Dewalt is very risking a lot, and Bonyth is...
Ooh.
He loses another river. This is really good for Bonyth, but does he have enough to win this game right now? That is the question.
Yeah,
He might
I think
have.
he might
He might
actually.
have.
There's
It might be a
almost nothing
GG, right?
left.
There's nothing left. No, there's a bit of army, but
Oh, yeah.
2 rivers against no rivers is...
I think he has to get out of here.
it's
with those
close.
reavers.
It's close. Yeah,
But-
Dewalt will have enough.
Yeah, he'll hold, but this should be advantage.
Oh, the
to
problem,
Bonyth, right?
will he hit? Will they?
No, it's gonna miss.
We didn't see, but I
Yeah,
guess it
it
missed.
missed, though.
Well, this is, classical situation for a Protoss player. You paid 15 minerals for a Scarab and it deals 0 damage.
Happens all the time, man. It's
Right?
I'm always paying money for units that don't do any damage as the DT kills them.
Yeah, like you pay for mines, right?
Yeah,
They're
100,
so-
100.
Right.
Scarabs are only 15.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If you have like 100 vultures. Oh shit, we have a drop. This may go very good for Bonyth. Oh,
Ooh, he took a hit
there's a kill.
there.
Yeah, there's a kill. He did one, but
Yeah.
this is really good because Dewalt is not gonna mine. So this is a significant attack by Bonyth. And obviously Dewalt is trying to snipe the shuttle, which Bonyth will try to not lose. And let's see what's gonna happen, because Goons have not enough range, so this shuttle can stay here forever. But will it?
Ooh, yeah, no, he has to be careful
Oh,
about
but
that.
Bonyth is too good to lose a shuttle like that. If he does, then I don't know what will I do. Seeing Bonyth losing that shuttle would be a disaster. And very surprising thing to see.
So, looking at the game right now, Bonyth is winning, right?
Yeah,
I would definitely say so.
he should be a little bit ahead, but the fact that they are cross spawns means that the advantage is not definitely not enough to win, because it's long time for units to go to the enemy base, and so this is somehow as close as it gets. Can I say that?
Well, one thing I do want to point out, like, I think Bonyth does have an okay advantage, because he actually has his Templar archives done already, so he's doing that transition into legs and Psystorm, right?
Yeah.
So Dewalt, like, I don't think he started Citadel yet.
He's gonna lose these guns for free, because Bonyth is gonna... Okay, he... Oh shit, this is so... This is gonna be...
힘스럽게 들어가는 거예요. 자, 리버가 있는 가운데 일단은 뒤로 보내서 있는 유동.
Did he take a hit on that?
I think
Oh, no,
he did.
maybe not.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe yes. We don't know about the second river, right? So this is such a risky play by Dewalt, just going with just a bunch of boons and trying to snipe the Nexus. It's somehow what's happening?
Yeah,
These
Bonyth
guns are still alive. What is the? Oh shit! Oh, come on! Don't.
Yeah, gonna lose a few units.
Oh shit!
Oh
This.
my god.
Oh no! This is so bad for
11
Bonyth.
kills?
This is so bad for Bonyth. He lost the High Templar. This is so bad for him.
Dude, this is crazy.
Oh,
Gets a
man.
lot more probes there
Yeah.
as well.
Dewalt is actually doing really good job with these rivers, or maybe one river.
Oh, my
man.
god.
Jesus
Dude,
Christ! So
he
now,
was ahead just moments
yeah,
ago.
I believe that this is the moment where Bonyth just has to YOLO and.
Yeah.
Does he have 4 rivers? That is the question. If he does, then this can easily be a 1 game right now. This reminds me of the game against SPX where he was being attacked in his 3rd. He does have 4. It all depends on the micro. It all depends on the micro. Does he have the
flank
micro?
coming in. I don't
Does
think
he have the
I
micro?
don't think he does, man. He's getting flanked from both
Holy
sides.
shit.
No matter
Oh,
how good
man.
you target, you're gonna have a hard time there.
Dewalt is so fucking I didn't want to say that word, but he's so good. So good.
Oh my god. Scarab's just going to town
Look
for
at this
Bonyth,
reply.
though.
This is still
Dude,
close.
I don't know how Bonyth does this. Look at that.
Right?
He's gonna get out of there, too.
Oh,
Not
man.
just out of there, more units coming
Oh,
right now.
man.
Wait
This
a minute.
game.
Wait a minute. Are you serious?
Well, now look at the virtuoso of rivers. This guy. And now, is this a game
he's
won
got
by
it.
Bonyth?
Yeah, he has it.
Oh my
That's
god.
crazy.
Oh my.
That's
oh my God.
crazy.
That is so insane.
I can't even.
Wow.
He's crazy, man. How did he win that?
This game. Holy shit.
Here, move
Wow.
over this way more. Wild, wild game.
That was so good.
Look at him. That's a
My
fucking
God.
genius right there.
Yeah. That is crazy. I didn't even know why he won. Really.
Dude.
Like at one point was the situation
His
reversed.
Reaver hits were too good, I guess.
Right?
Yeah, that's the only thing. And then the Archon plus
Probably.
the Dragoons coming down just sealed the deal, and that was it.
Right?
I don't. That was wild though, because Bonyth was definitely ahead, and then Dewalt started peeling him apart with that shuttle, and got so many kills. He got so many kills. If Bonyth doesn't kill him there, he's dead.
Right?
And he's like, yeah, so I kill him. Duh.
Like, yeah, I gotta watch this review because this was so good.
Well,
Like,
watch
that-
it. He's watching it right
I
now.
know.
So look over his shoulder.
That was just it went back and forth entire game, and it was so close, like entire game. Yeah.
It was wild.
Yeah.
A great first PvP to start.
All right.
But yeah, Misters, thank you very
It's
much
fucking
for your
amazing to
best
cast with you.
your best Bruce buffer
I'm
and
super happy that I was able to do that.
Thank you. Thank you much. We will see you. All right.
How did you like that intro, guys?
That was pretty sick. Certainly better than anything I would. Replace Misters with Saiyan.
Well, I'm back.
All right. Well, quite a first game, huh?
That was wild. The amount of damage that Dewalt got there.
Dude, I couldn't even believe it.
Yeah.
How do you get that much with one shuttle? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, as the probes were transferring into the natural, I was like, oh no. Oh no. But then the counterattack, equally as impressive.
Mm-hmm. More so even.
Yeah.
I like when the goon flank came in from Dewalt. I'm like, no,
No.
dude. Flanks against Dragoons are like so strong.
Yeah.
But-
and
Yeah. Our next
unreal.
map, Paradiso.
Okay. Paradiso?
Is it Paradiso or Paradiso?
Paradiso?
Like, I don't know. Don't look at Zero. He doesn't know, man. He speaks Polish. He doesn't know how to say that word. Yeah. Dante's Pico.
Dante's Pico. Good one.
All right. Well, that was like I feel like that was a strange game one to start, but it looks like we are ready, guys. We're going to be starting up our next game. Make sure you spread the word that BSL Thailand is on. This is the finals.
Let it. And here we go. Game number 2. Walt and Bonyth, and we've got to be quiet. Well, or Bonyth is here.
Yep. And then across it. Dewalt, of course. And, Paradiso is like a pretty standard map. Nothing comes to mind, as to, anything big going on as far as, this opens up these other strategies. Like, you can tech more here because you have the ramp match, or the ramp main, but that's about it.
The only thing I'm thinking about is a sneak base. Like a little cheeky hidden base somewhere is hard to scout on a map with this many bases around.
That's so true. Like, Paradiso is one of these 16 base maps, so you can definitely, sneak one. It's hard to scout. But the only Protoss smart enough to do that is Flash. Okay? I'm trying to remember a pro Protoss that has done that anytime recently that I've seen.
Yeah.
None come to mind.
No.
Correct me if I'm wrong, of course.
I
And
can't
I'd
think
love
of
to
any.
be wrong.
Seems like both these players totally confident to do that Reaver Dragoon dance that is so common in this matchup. And I was just watching in that last game how important is defender's advantage even in that fight. Like we saw Bonyth come up and try to take a fight and he got pushed back, and then I think that Dewalt actually took that next fight. He dropped Reavers and almost lost his shuttle, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it's hard. It's very hard to attack into your opponent, even if they're just sitting out on the map. But, we might end up going into a late game if that's the case. If they can't attack into each other, we might have a really late game.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to see like a 4 base PvP between these two. I think that would be really interesting. Although I feel like that starts to go towards Dewalt a bit, right? Like Bonyth, if you look at what they do and what they're good at, Dewalt is very good at playing the standard line of any matchup, right? Where it's like, this is the generally strongest thing and I'm waiting for you to screw up and my macro is really good. Whereas Bonyth, he can save situations and make situations for himself that other players can't because of how good his micro is. But his macro does suffer a little bit. His macro is not as good as Dewalt's.
Okay, so skillful micro early game of Bonyth. Can it overcome the late game powerhouse macro of Dewalt? We really got to be on full display Bonyth's control micro during that last fight in game number 1, but maybe his multitasking. Who do you think has the advantage in multitasking?
That's a really good question, actually. Well, Dewalt in general is faster, but I think because I think a micro player in general is very good at multitasking, because that's a big part of being a good micro player, is looking at a situation and instantly knowing what you need to do in it, right? So like if Bonyth is hitting 2 different locations at once, his micro brain, I feel like is going to tell him what to do, and he can switch and do the other thing then right away too.
Right.
So maybe Bonyth there? What do you think?
I thought that during that drop, it felt like Bonyth was really being tested with his multitasking.
Yeah, you're right.
He was kind of failing. Like he wasn't able to keep up with all of the drops, and he ended up losing an insane amount of probes, which doesn't really happen with players who are really good at multitasking, setting their probes around and defending drops, that type of thing.
Okay, actually, I go with your take now. Like mine was kind of like, this is my theory for why he might be better, but actually you just backed up with something we literally just saw. Yeah. And definitely I would agree with you that it did feel like he was taxed a little bit there. Did not control against it as well as you would imagine.
Maybe Dewalt can take advantage of that in this upcoming game here. He's dropping a second gateway and a robo. I think that was a robo just below. So 2-gate robo versus just 2-gate robo here for Dewalt, just slightly later robo.
Yeah, it looks like he's focusing more heavily on having those ranged Dragoons out. Looks like maybe one of these 4 Dragoon 1 Zealot pushes might be coming. And look at this, he's gonna go around? Is he? No, he turns around and decides to go up. Dewalt instantly, Bonyth instantly pulls back.
There's gonna be 1 Dragoon advantage here, and 1 Dragoon can make a huge difference, but it's gonna come down to the micro here. Bonyth, as you said, the stronger micro player. He picks off that probe to start things off, but he's being backed all the way up into the corner here and fighting from the high ground, though. This is really good play by Bonyth. He loses 1 Dragoon, though, to start this fight. Actually, better micro overall for Dewalt. He's going to take this one, killing off 2 Dragoons already. Oh, the 1 Dragoon on the right-hand side gets stuck, but it stays alive for kind of an inordinate amount of time. Going up to the high ground now. Missed shots here.
Dude,
really
equalizes.
Strong.
How did it, that really did look like the wall was crushing.
Yeah.
And then Bonyth somehow equalizes the battle anyways. And now the Zealot gets up and sees, oh, this is very, very similar builds, just slightly quicker robo, as you mentioned.
Yeah. So he's going to know exactly what's coming here. How will he respond? With full information, you should be able to make the better choice here as Dewalt, but I think Bonyth's just going to go on ahead with his build as planned, and it should be strong against what Dewalt is doing. I'm going to go ahead and just keep on pumping these Dragoons, get that Reaver out, and then he'll take this low ground. Is he just going to take a natural, or is he going to try to push with this?
I think you take your natural. It doesn't feel like anyone should be able to deal real damage to each other, right? The builds are close enough, and especially after that trade of units we saw, it's like you're within a unit or 2 of your opponent. Like, isn't it better to just utilize that advantage and take an expand?
Yeah, I think that would be better. And while Bonyth here, he's coming down to the low ground. He's going to be sitting in a defensive position with one zealot here. Does make quite the difference. You have to target Dragoons down perfectly here, and he does a great job. He gets that first Dragoon and backs away. Really, really nicely done here by Dewalt.
Yeah, good micro. It does take quite a bit of damage from some of those goons as well, though. For anyone wondering, basically, the Zealot has higher damage per second output than Dragoons when they're fighting each other, and it has more health. So that's why you're kind of dodging hitting the Zealot. The Dragoons deal very poor damage past the shields to that. They deal half damage. So, yeah, you gotta kind of just ignore the Zealot.
Yeah, ignore the Zealot, but don't let the Zealot hit you as well. You want to kind of be dodging around it, so you're not ignoring it, but you're just trying not to hit it and not let it hit you at the same time. Here comes a Reaver into the natural. He's got to pick that up. Oh, I don't know if he actually took the hit. He did take the hit from that Reaver, so his Reaver's going to go down. Targeting here from Dewalt on this Reaver, but it stays alive. No way.
Are you kidding me?
Bonyth shoving forward here.
That is crazy. I can't even believe that. The fact that he saved his Reaver in there as well. His Reaver's dealt so much damage. Misses that Scarab shot, unfortunately. But look at this. GG is called.
Oh, no.
And Bonyth goes into the lead 2-0.
2-0.
Oh, my God. Crazy.
I was just talking about how you have the defender's advantage when you're going with the Dragoon Reaver, and then Caster's Curse. There we go. He just busts right through there. I think he had less Dragoons, and he had the same number of Reavers, but he just cracks through.
Well, there's a defender's advantage, but then there's Bonyth's advantage, right? Which has to do with his Reaver targeting and pulling it back.
Rule, yeah.
And that's really, like, if the Reaver had been hawked, but it gets like 3 extra shots compared to Dewalt's Reaver. And how are you going to win that? It's 300 splash damage that you're being dealt that you're not dealing. So, really great finish there from Dewalt.
Yeah, if Dewalt had managed to pick that Reaver up just in time. Dewalt had been able to pick that up before the Reaver shot connected. He could have dropped it back and got a couple more shots off, maybe held that push, but wasn't able to get that into the shuttle quickly enough. And that's how quick that just happens like that. PvP. All of a sudden, one Reaver shot connects and bang, you lose the game. And that was a really fast one when I was expecting maybe a long game on Paradiso there.
Yeah, what a game. Both the first games kind of similar in a way, right? Where it's like, okay, these are both pretty even, and something happens and Bonyth wins.
Yeah. We're not really sure exactly how it happens.
Step 1, even game. Step 2, ... Step 3, Bonyth profits, question mark.
Bonyth here gonna be profiting very, very much so if he manages to take this next game. Her first place prize is going to be his. It's quite a hefty one as well. So Dewalt's going to be wanting to fight back hard here, but he's already down 2-0. How do you feel like mentally when you're down 2-0? Are you like, okay, well, I'm free now. I don't have, there's nothing holding me back, or are you like, I'm just down and out and just give up?
Well, it's match point.
Yeah.
So that's like super, super stressful.
Yes.
Bonyth has 3 chances to win BSL Thailand in a row, which, like, I don't know many people that can deal with that well.
Right.
The thing is, Dewalt is like the most professional of everyone in the scene, right? He plays the most. He has the highest aspirations.
Yep.
He's, him and Bonyth are at the end of every tournament. But that's a lot of pressure on Dewalt. Things have gone wrong. Can you imagine a 3-0 from him at this point? It's hard to imagine, right?
Yeah. That would be rough. I'm right on that. It is a best of 5, right?
Yep. It's a best of 5. That's right.
Yeah, we don't have a best of 7 here for the finals.
Dude, crazy
pretty good.
coming up.
Champion. Champion. All right, here we go on to our third match.
Is that Zero in cosplay in that little Zealot scene?
That's what we call it.
Alright, so Bonyth up here at the top left, and Walt in the bottom right.
That's right, the Walt in the bottom right.
Yeah. Say it as loud as it is.
See him smile, see him laugh? Yeah. Two-player map, guys, no worries, no worries. But he might use that information. We're gonna see if he scouts him first.
Bonyth getting an unfair advantage here. We're gonna have to dock 3 points. Kill one of your own probes, Bonyth.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay, so the champion is a map where we can have those crazy games. I mean, we've actually casted a lot of PvP so far this weekend, right? So, or whatever day of the week we're on, I don't know at this point, but you know, it is flat. So there is that little rock paper scissors of like 3-gate goon versus BT versus observer.
That's correct, and so it can be tempting to go 3-gate goon here. You could get a very nice, easy win, but you could also get completely stomped. And nobody wants to lose their tournament life on that kind of play, I think. So probably Dewalt not going to go for that, but maybe Bonyth will, since he is up on games. Like,
Yeah.
it's a good way to just like close things out.
Dude, honestly, if it's something like PvP, right, where a risk really can pay off.
Yeah.
Think about it. Like, you're up 2-0. You only need 1 victory.
Yep.
Cheesing 3 times in a row is not the worst idea, right? Like, that's reasonable. As far as, like, game strategy goes.
Yeah. You got to throw a cheese in there at least once in a best of 5. Otherwise, are you really a pro gamer?
Yellow.
Taking a look at the stats
That's
here. Jumper
great.
has something very important to tell us.
Yeah, we have Jumper over here. And how many is that? Dewalt has been 2nd place in BSL.
Yeah.
How many times? Dude. Wait, Bonyth has won everything that Mihu hasn't in the last 10 years. And then Dewalt is 2nd place no matter who else is playing in the tournament. Kind of crazy. But really, guys, it's like 6 second places for Dewalt or something. And if he gets 2nd place here as well, where we're at a LAN, this is what he's been training for, right? Oh, man. Heartbreak.
We're talking about like Stork levels of getting 2nd place.
More so, Stork has a championship.
Yeah, he does. He does have a championship.
We're talking about
Eventually, he did get
yellow
one.
here. Oh no, that's terrible.
Yeah, that's rough, and that can become like a mental block for you
Yeah.
actually, and you might have a really hard time getting over something like that when you get into these final situations. Like, am I really going to be 2nd place again here for what is it, 6th time, 7th time? It's yeah, definitely a mental factor.
Well, I'm hoping that Dewalt can bring the tournament back, right?
Yeah.
Like, not necessarily win, but just like get some wins on the board.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
take it. And in fact, in a situation like this, okay, so let's say that you're gonna play in a tournament and it's the finals and it's going to go to game 5.
Yeah,
Would you rather be the guy that won the first 2 games or the second 2 games?
second 2 games,
Right?
For sure. You got the
Yeah.
momentum on your side.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah, for sure. But nobody wants to be down 2-0. That's
Yeah, that's
not,
true.
that's not where you want to be. And Dewalt's going to be feeling the pressure. He's going to be sweating. He wants to turn things around and put the sweat onto Bonyth, but he's feeling very confident here. He's just going for a nice standard build, whereas Dewalt putting out 2 gateways. He's going to try and put some pressure on with goons and not have that tech out as early. This is what you were talking about, actually. Having 2-gate goon versus 1 gate when you're going into Reaver, you can just die from this, right?
It's possible.
Yeah.
It's possible. Like, I mean, you have to work your way through the choke and everything. You might have to kill that egg, which is going to take some time.
Oh, what it
Oh,
looking at
dude,
right now.
okay.
Oh,
Okay, well, dude, this is a very smart play from Bonyth. So, guys, basically what's happening here is Bonyth is doing a mega cheese. He's got 1 gate range goon at home, and he's adding 3 proxy gates. So he's literally just going to go for the victory right now. If this doesn't work, then Dewalt wins the game.
Yeah,
Like, this is super.
this is super all in, and back to what we were talking about, how when you're up 2 games, going for a cheese is just, it's natural, right? You want to
Yeah.
throw some cheese in there, and also it can get you a nice quick win, and your opponent might not be expecting you. You know your opponent's probably not going to cheese you. Oh, he sees the pro.
He saw the pro. That's huge. But is he going to realize?
He's putting down a Nexus.
Oh, if he puts on the Nexus, he doesn't realize.
Yeah, I don't think he
If
realizes.
he starts that Nexus, I think that this is going to be the quickest finals in
Yeah.
BSL history.
I think so. There's the Nexus.
This is not good news.
No, this is not good news at all. Well, it's been a pleasure, Artosis.
Yeah, it certainly has. Well, let's give him
Had
the
a great
benefit
time.
of the doubt here. If he keeps making goons nonstop and micros his heart out,
Mm,
maybe there's a way he can fall back in his choke.
I don't know.
Maybe we do a base trade? What about a base trade? Could a base trade do it?
Base trade going across the map right now. This is
pretty
wild.
Yeah. Who's gonna kill? Does anyone have a probe out there?
He's building 2 more gateways. Has he figured out what's going on?
No, definitely not, I would say.
It's not.
Okay, so this is a huge attack, and Dewalt going to be in a lot of trouble here. Look at this. He's getting right in on top of the gateways. A great choice. You're going to have to fight with your probes, I would imagine. Oh, God, he turns around. He turns around.
Oh, he turned around.
This is the worst case scenario, I think. Like, turning around, I think, is like the lowest win percentage.
Yeah, you go across the map and you kill the pylon, right? And unpower the gateway back at home and then kill all the probes, right?
Yeah, I feel like you just have to do the base trade because here he's just taking massive damage.
He's taking massive damage. There's the probe, or the pylon kills. Pylon kills so devastating here. And now he's got less Dragoons. The Dragoons are not even being microed well. And GG. Dewalt realizing he fucked up. And that is down. Well played by Bonyth. 3-0 here in the finals. One of the quickest BSLs, I think, of all time.
Yeah, that was, well, normally BSL takes months. This took 4 days. So definitely that, but the finals unbelievably fast as well. Bonyth is your BSL Thailand champion, and just, I mean, what can you say? It was very, very well done. Walt had a hard time, and unfortunately, another second place.
Yeah, guys, thanks so much for joining us here at the BSL, but don't go away. Do not turn off the stream yet. We still have some games for you. The winner here, which is now Bonyth, is going to play against Sharp. He's going to play a show match versus Sharp, right? Sharp is here. He's right behind the screen, right on the other side of us. So he's going to play against the champion. Bonyth has taken this victory here. He's going to take home a big fat prize. And
what's first place here? It's like $2,000 or something.
2,000. Wow.
Crazy.
$2,600. And he gets to play a show match versus Sharp. A great honor here to be on LAN with one of the greats from Korea, brought all the way down to Thailand just to play with us, to hang out with us, and to take photos. Man, it's been great.
Hope you got some of those.
Well,
not every day you get a Korean pro gamer.
Finally, we'll get to see some Terran win. Yeah, let's go. Okay, actually, Terran.
Well, you say that, but I wouldn't sleep on Bonyth right now, man. And he did fine against Sharp in their games earlier.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
It is doable.
Yeah.
Of course.
Sure. Sure, Bonyth, you wanna?
Alright. No, yeah.
Okay.
I guess 3 people is too much.
Okay. All right.
Still shaking.
Yeah, Bonyth. Holy shit. How many BSLs have you won? Do you even know? Hold on. Do you know? Because I know how many BSLs I've won. It's 0. How many have you won?
It's either, I think, 5 or 4. I don't remember.
0. Do you know how many BSLs that Bonyth has won?
7?
Okay, so the real answer is nobody knows how many BSLs Bonyth has won at this point. It's too many. It could be anywhere from 4 to 7. We'll try to figure that out for you guys. Anyways, congratulations. You just recently, we talked about this already, you lost to Dewalt 0-4 in BSL 17, and now you've 3-0'd him here on LAN. How could it be that different between the two? And that was only like a week and a half ago or something like that? How did that change so quickly?
Well, you win some, you lose some, but the whole story is like the format was like different. For BSL, you have time to prepare, and so I had Michu on Saturday, and basically I prepared my whole lot against Michu. And if I lost 4-0, maybe I could have stood a chance against Dewalt on Sunday, the next day. But the score was 3-4, and I kind of couldn't have forgiven myself for losing that match. So I got really bad mental the next day against Dewalt. I was like half beaten already. Like, why am I in this place in the first place?
I absolutely understand that, because honestly, it looked like you should have won that match against Michu. But yeah, the 3-0, just crazy. What made you think of the proxy 3 gate in that last game?
Well, you know,
Is it because we said he was in the bottom right?
Yeah, that was precisely it. I knew where to put down the proxies. No, but in all seriousness, well, I was up to 0, so why not just get a fast third win for myself. And if not, let's just go back to playing standard in game number 4 and 5.
Yeah, I think it was a great choice. Do you think, because at this point, like, you have something in the range of 4 to 7 BSL victories, but Dewalt has almost as many second places. Do you think he might have, like, is this mentally, like, is he stuck there? Because he's obviously good enough to win, but he hasn't been able to do it.
I don't think he has like mental issues regarding me, because I know he knows his worth, and he knows like in PvP it's a lot about the shape of the day. However, today the pressure was on him from many months. He's been building his strength. Viewers see that and put him on pedestal and make him the favorite. So even more pressure is on him. So, and that, very often does not help.
All right. And I guess one more question here, right? We have this, like, insane 3-way rivalry going in BSL lately. It's you, it's Dewalt, and Mihu. Who's the best foreigner? Who is the best non-Korean StarCraft player?
Why would you ask me that? It's so unfair. All things considered, it gotta be Mihu, right? Because he beats us up more often than we beat him. So yeah. But we kind of also need to separate like professional StarCraft from non-professional, right? So if Mihu can play 24/7 just StarCraft, he's bound to be, just better, like mechanical.
You do have a bit of a point there. The entire foreign scene is kind of like part-time, whereas there's a bigger scene in China, so that does make some sense. Sorry, I have to ask the hard questions like that. All right, I think that just about does it for that interview. You are going to be playing Sharp next in a little match. How do you feel going against Sharp? Because when I was watching, you went 1-2 against him, I believe. I don't know if you played more games since then, but do you think you have a chance to actually take Sharp down?
Yeah, I'm not sure if we play best of 3 or best of 5, but best of 3. So yeah, I'm confident that I can take one game off him, but the way I see it is just like, don't get too cocky, white man, know your place. Slap.
All right, one quick parting piece of advice for you. Make pylon walls. He's very good with vultures. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Bonyth. We'll be casting your games here in just a minute. And what's next? We did it. All right. Okay, guys, real short break from us, and we're going to get the show match started up. It's going to be Sharp against our BSL Thailand champion, Bonyth, coming at you in just a moment.